state which brought American women the right to abortion has wound back the clock.
Texas, where viruses have reproductive rights but women don't. The Republicans have messed with the wrong women.
Texas has passed the country's most restrictive abortion law.
Keep their hands off our bodies!
Dubbed the Heartbeat Bill, women are now banned from ending their pregnancy after 6 weeks, even if it's the result of rape or incest. 50 years since Roe v Wade, the case Texas took to the Supreme Court to legalise abortion, is now facing its biggest challenge.
My body, my choice! My choice! My body, my choice!
Anti-abortion. Pro-life is anti-abortion. Pro-life is anti-abortion. Pro-life is anti-abortion.
But the new Texas bill has raised the stakes by offering a bounty to private citizens to police women, doctors and nurses who break the ban. Even a woman's Uber driver could be prosecuted for aiding and abetting.
The thousands of women here span multiple generations. Many of them fought for the same freedom 50 years ago. Yet here they are, fighting the same battle decades on. They know what's at stake, a return to the past and a future where women no longer get to choose.
The law has galvanised the next generation of female activists. Others taking to a captive crowd at a high school graduation.
We have spent our entire lives working towards our future, and without our input and without our consent, our control over that future has been stripped away from us.
Paxton Smith shot to national headlines when she hijacked her valedictorian speech to slam the bill. It shocked her conservative Dallas high school.
I am terrified that if my contraceptives fail, I am terrified that if I am raped, then my hopes and aspirations and dreams and efforts for my future will no longer matter.
She went viral on social media after Hillary Clinton retweeted her.
And I wanted them to know how it felt as a person, the reality of being affected by this piece of legislation. For me, it just felt so dehumanizing that that life-changing decision is no longer mine, it is somebody else's.
The Texas law is an abomination. It's very dangerous. It doesn't just outlaw abortion after 6 weeks, which means that it's a violation of the U.S. Constitution. It turns all citizens against each other by turning them into bounty hunters.
For 48 years, Dr. Warren Hearn has performed abortions in the Liberal state of Colorado, long considered a safe haven for women in the South and Midwest. He's seeing more Texas patients than ever before.
Women will try to have abortions on themselves, do them themselves, or have them unsafe, illegal abortions and die. This is going to go on for years. I'm not sure it'll ever change.
With the bill bringing the real threat of legal action, it's now near impossible to get doctors to talk. Warren Hearn is bravely speaking out.
We're busier than ever. And also the clinics around Texas that are doing early abortions are booked up a month out.
Carrying out abortions means risking his life.
All these areas are bulletproof windows.
Yep.
Because in 1988 there were 5 shots fired through the front of the window here, and it almost hit a member of my staff, and I had just walked through. So somebody was trying to kill us.
So how many doors do you have to get through as a security measure?
4 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most doctors don't have to wear a bulletproof vest or work behind bulletproof windows or expect to be assassinated. They've assassinated 5 of my medical colleagues, one of whom was one of my best friends. Every doctor who does abortions is basically living in a war zone.
Jesus, protect and save the unborn.
I go to meet the protesters outside the clinic.
I want to give you one of these because it's mainly about rape conception, but some of my best friends were conceived in rape.
So
So, sorry, is this saying that you think that women should keep their babies if they've been raped?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my best friend was conceived in rape, and she's changing the world.
Would you accept it in any form, like if a woman was raped?
As my faith tells me, no. Why should the baby be punished with a death sentence because of the way it was conceived?
Both sides of this divisive debate remain as defiant as the other. Whether the women of Texas regain their abortion rights will be decided in the courtroom. Late last week, the Federal Appeals Court overturned a suspension of the Texas law, meaning the battle will most likely end up in the Supreme Court. Now the most conservative it's been in decades.
Now we have a situation where a woman's life and health is at the mercy of the next election. That should not be.
This bill was passed by men, old white men. And young women need to be the ones who take charge and show the world the reality of a bill like this and push for legislation that values us as human beings.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.